So when you talk to someone that's truly wealthy, they tend to be very simple people, but they also tend to do things a lot more different than the average person because they're achieving something the average person never achieves. Now, by the way, when I say how to lower your bills like rich people, I don't mean reality TV. I don't mean recycle toilet paper. I don't mean turn off your lights. I don't mean cancel every single bill out there. I don't mean don't get any Starbucks. I really don't care about those tactics overall, but I think about the big picture. So in this video, I'm gonna tell you exactly 5 things I've noticed rich people basically do to save thousands of dollars as far as, for example, the big picture, not the small things. And by the way, reality TV is trash, okay? So don't believe the hype of, Tommy, I recycle my toilet paper, I recycle my mouthwash. Those things are kind of disgusting. I'm not recommending you do that. Oh, I shower once a week because I want to save money on my water bill. I mean, for example, none of those things, okay? I don't think I've met a single rich person that actually does any of those things, okay? Now, overall, guys, I'm sure there's one out there, but I really wouldn't like that lifestyle, so I'm not gonna talk about that in this video, okay? But as always, guys, like this video, and top about also subscribe and hit the bell to get notified. Now, the very first thing I notice people basically do is they have a budget. So the lesson here is very simple. A lot of people don't like to budget because they say, Tommy, if I make money, I want to have the freedom to spend my money on whatever I want to spend my money on. And that's true, right? We all want that. But overall, a budget is something that tells you exactly how much money you have, like how much money comes in, how much money goes out, and exactly why and on what, okay? So if you ever had the feeling of, yo, I make money, but at the end of the week, I don't have any money, like I don't know where the money's going, that's what a budget basically does for you. And because you set up your own budget, you get to pick exactly what you want to do and what you don't want to do, okay? So in my budget, I might have some Starbucks and some coffee in there, okay? Because I like that stuff. So for me, that might work best. And the best budget is the budget that works best for you and you can keep it for a very long time. So don't just believe the hype where it says, just cut everything out and don't do anything with your life. No, have balance in there. But yeah, overall budget. And at the core level is just basically how much comes in, how much goes out, and how much do you actually want it to be. So example, I make $2,000 per month. I spend $2,000, but I looked over all my bills. I can save money here, 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 and it allows me to save about 20% of my income. That's the idea. That is a budget. That's my selection, my choices, and again, personal finance is personal. Now, number 2, guys, is focus on your needs, not just on your wants, and just basically know the difference. And by the way, some things in life is better to learn by reading than to learn by experience, okay? And I've learned that, so trust me when I say that, okay? But overall, Warren Buffett always says, you know, price doesn't equal value. So you might see a pair of shoes for $100, one for $50. Doesn't mean the $100 pair is actually better. It might just mean they have a fancier brand, but overall, quality-wise, it might be both just fine. And it doesn't always mean, hey, Tommy, I have some wants here. Like, I want to be able to have, for example, my internet bill. I want to have my phone bill. I want to be able to have some Netflix, some entertainment. That's fine. But sometimes the best thing you can do is basically look over all your wants, go to Google and find alternatives, okay? Because we live in a capitalist society, so there's always competitors with better offers, so take advantage of them. So here's an example here. Obviously, I live in the 21st century, or is it 20, I don't know what century, I can't tell you, okay? I live in 2023, all right? There you go. And the answer is, I use my phone all the time. Like, I need internet on my phone. So when I had T-Mobile, I was spending a bunch of money on it. So I switched over to Mint Mobile, and it was like $30 per month or like $15 per month. That saved me like $55 every single month, a few $100s every single year. That made a big difference. The point is, sometimes it's not canceling your bills. Sometimes just basically switching or finding a new idea. I don't have Netflix, but I have an account that belongs to my friend and I can use it. I don't use it though, because it's a waste of time. That's the basic idea. Look for alternatives and sometimes just cancel. Some things are just too expensive to have. Like having a $40,000 TV is too expensive. Why do I say that? Because the average person spends like 6 to 8 hours on a TV per day or on their phone, right? Per day. So that TV isn't $300. It's more like $40,000 because you can have a full-time job with the time you spend on that TV or that phone. Okay, so be very careful. Some things, they're just too expensive for you to afford them, and they will always be that way. Now, number 3, guys, is lower the small bills, yes, but don't forget about the big bills. You know, I don't like this quote that much, but a lot of people are always focusing on these $3 questions. Tommy, if you want to save money, what you need to do, I see these YouTube videos all the time. Stop spending money on Starbucks. Don't get avocado toast. Don't go out to a movie theater. Don't go out on Tuesdays, okay? Save money on this. Forget about Taco Tuesday. Worry about noodles and oodles, okay? No, okay? Those are $3 questions. When you have, for example, you spend half your money on rents, which you shouldn't do. When you have student loan debt, which is out of whack. When you have a crazy car payment. When you have personal loan debt, credit card debt. These right here are the big questions. Worry about the big things in life, okay? How do you eliminate those things? So overall, imagine a life where you don't have any credit card debt, when you don't have any student loan debt, when you don't have, for example, the car payment anymore, when you don't have to worry about a mortgage because you focus on the 10, 15-year loan, basically pay it off a little bit faster. That's the idea. That's the core thing. If you focus on those big questions, then in reality, you're able to lower your bills dramatically, just like that. And by the way, I know people that tell me all the time, Tommy, I'm trying to lower my insurance. And I'm like, do you have a car payment? Yeah, how much? $700? Worry about your car payment, not your insurance. Don't do that, okay? Oh, Tommy, I want to save money because, you know, I have this internet bill. It's too high. How much do you spend of your income on rent? Like about half. Like maybe move out, you know? Those are the big things. Worry about the big questions, okay? Overall, those things matter a lot. The small things are cool, but if you worry about too much of that, you'll end up like on one of those shows like what's it called? Like the Cheapsteaks on TLC, I think it is. I don't watch TV, so I can't tell you, but yeah, like one of those extreme shows. Now, number 4, guys, is going to be stop paying your bills. Now, Tommy, how do I stop paying my bills without going to jail? The answer is simple. You know, the less bills you have and the more investments you have and passive income, you're able to have your passive income cover your bills. But Tommy, I don't have any passive income. The answer is figure it out, right? So you have, for example, stock market passive income, real estate passive income, business passive income, sales passive income. There's a bunch of ideas out there. Now, my favorite overall is the stock market. Stock market pays me about like $500 in passive income per month or a little bit more. And that's basically like off of my investments. Now, what do I invest into? The index fund. I invested into the S&P 500. If I rented my home right now for about $1,000, that's passive income to cover all of my bills also. If I basically started a little business on the side, that could also be passive income. The answer is the way you stop paying your bills is have somebody else pay your bills. And that's usually when you have your money work for you, the money your money earns can cover your bills. And that way you never have to spend the actual money you invested. That's the idea behind that. Rich people, they tend to have very good net worths, and with that good net worth of investments and businesses or whatever, they tend to be able to use that money to pay their bills, and that's how you lower your bills, by basically having somebody else pay your bills. Okay, it's pretty cool, right? It's like having your parent do it, but your money's doing it for you. Okay, there you go. Okay, nice. Okay, so number 5 now is they spend money to lower their bills. You know, what do I mean by this? How do you spend money to lower your bills? And it comes down, I think I kind of worded that wrong. I think it's more like to spend money to get smarter. And by getting smarter and being more educated, you're able to earn more and just have a vast more amount of knowledge, just have more knowledge overall to be able to know what to spend money on and what not to spend money on. That means they spend money on books, they spend money on courses, on like skills or whatever. The answer is if you spend money on those things, you're actually able to earn more money, to be able to lower your bills, because basically you know what's the necessity and what's not a necessity. When I started reading books and Audible and all of the stuff, I was able to say, you know what, that's a need, but I don't need that. I want that, which makes me passive income, but I don't want that, okay? That's the core idea behind it. And overall, guys, that's basically it. It's not really that complicated. When you think about it, rich people are rich because they tend to be very simple and tend to do the same thing over and over again. I'm not here to share with you guys some very complicated questions and answers. No, it tends to be simple. The hard part is to do it for a very long time. And the average rich person is in their 50s. So don't forget about that. If you're in your 20s or your 30s or 40s watching this video, remember, you still have a long way to go, and it just takes time to actually get there. And by the way, I have a full course linked down below on financial freedom. So if you want that course, go get it, the link down below, and I also have the coupon code down below. And as always, guys, like, subscribe, hit the bell to get notified, and comment down below free so I know you made it all the way to the end of the video. Up here is another video. Over here is my face. Subscribe. And as always, long-term team officially